Batman Arkham Knight, the third game in the immensely famous Arkham trilogy and one of the most satisfying endings to a series, video game or otherwise. This game was a major upgrade from its predecessors in all the good ways possible. I mean, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City were okay.
You were saying something about
being okay.
Alright, yeah, I know the older games, especially Arkham City, was pretty revolutionary for its time. But getting back to the point, Arkham Knight was no doubt an excellent game. Rocksteady somehow managed to make each iteration of the trilogy better and better while maintaining the same charm across all the games. You see, there are tons of franchises using the same formula forever while steadily declining in quality and definition. This game, however, remains true to the core. There's still the detective mode.
That got someone. I'll get him.
Still the same fighting mechanics. Even the same gliding system.
I'll take my chances with Scarecrow.
The only real change made to these things are improvisations. You now have different layers of vision during some investigations in detective mode.
Scar tissue on the upper arm. Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee.
You can use a ton of gadgets this time around that keeps the combat flowing smoothly.
I'll break every bone.
And you can technically traverse the entire city of Gotham using just the upgraded glider.
That's tearing the city apart looking for the cloudburst. He's not gonna find it. Well, he'll find it when the night's good and ready.
Hell, there's even a brand new suit and cold AF suit up animation this time. You have old and new characters making appearances and have surprisingly well thought out and well written side quests.
The only people left on the streets are the sort that enjoy the chaos.
Gotham's finest.
Scum. Criminals. And worse. Not enough good people left to stop them.
All except for the Riddler questline, of course. That part has been sucking the will to live from trophy hunters for a long time.
To choose a location to issue an order.
I mean, I really don't want to hear
She and her love are no longer together. She'll
keep the flames burning forever and ever.
Every fucking time I step foot in Panessa Studio. Also, while we're on the subject, how on earth does this guy know so much about the Batmobile that he is able to design riddles around all of its mechanisms?
You know, the line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
And speaking of Batmobile, how did the devs manage to make the coolest vehicle in the entire universe so frustrating? I mean, it drives well and good, arrives at your location at command, but do I seriously have to sneak around in what could be called a kind of mini-tank stuffed with the best metal, weapons, and wheels that money can buy?
A squad car has picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying its location now.
Call off your men.
Anyway, after Arkham Knight, Rocksteady decided to use other Gotham heroes to continue Batman's legacy. And so came Gotham Knights, a less than mediocre, wannabe version of Arkham games. See, people were pretty hyped about Gotham Knights because of the Arkham trilogy and especially because of how the last game, Arkham Knight, looked and felt. And at first glance at Gotham Knights you can definitely feel that they had some good ideas. There are some great cutscenes, voice acting, and even some character development here and there.
Move. I'm gonna solve this case my way.
Stop it! He wanted us to work this together.
But the whole thing just felt so uninspired. So, half-baked. The gameplay started getting pretty stagnant pretty quickly, even with 4 fucking protagonists to choose from. And in addition to that, they added co-op. Now I am not against co-op, but I never thought, you know what, it'd be fun to have someone with me while gliding through the skies of Gotham. This was obviously done to appease newer players, and apparently straightforward single-player games can't do that anymore.
I beg your pardon?
And then in 2022, like adding insult to injury for the community, Rocksteady released Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. That game was a total mess. It was buggy at launch, the game had no proper story pacing, and the worst part, it was a live service game. Each company around that time suddenly wanted to dip their toe in the live service industry. But people still pre-ordered the game, bought it, or pirated it, but played it. Why? Because they were still hopeful, not from Gotham Knights, but from Arkham Knight. People still thought Rocksteady might have learned their lesson and mended their ways. This self-made, false hope was the only reason the game even sold 500,000 copies, because honestly all it has going for itself is explosive, fast-paced gameplay, which I, as a Sunset Overdrive fan, appreciate a lot.
That's all for you.
Ooh, let me keep fighting through the arming sequence. That's what you're there for.
All Arkham Knight did, in my opinion, is set up the fans' hope for failure, not once, but twice, which allowed a greedy corporation to bank on it to make money. And no amount of feet, cakes, or hunkers will convince me otherwise. Which is why I say Arkham Knight should have never been released. Subscribe to support a nerd that loves video games but hates his own voice.